Hey guys, this is Matt for Creative, and we're back with our kind of silly comparisons between older phones and the brand new iPhone 15 Pro Max. And I really called it silly because people may think it's silly, but I really think that sometimes these are functional reviews. Previously we did the iPhone SE, the original SE, and now we're doing the iPhone 6S. And this is my personal device, and if you happen to have a 6S, maybe it's good to hear some reinforcement why you should keep this and why you don't need this. But let's just go over a few things. This personal one is 32 gigabytes, and the battery is kind of not really doing too great. So if you have something around this age, you may just take it and get a new battery, which costs $69. You can do it at Apple. If this is all that you have and you want to kind of conserve it and use it, it's perfectly fine. The one thing I would say is if you find a 32 gigabyte one, I would be very careful with that. I would at least do 64 gigabytes, if not more, just because that gives you some wiggle room. For whatever reason, these two phones, the SE and the 6S, have the exact same software on here. That one is only taking 18 gigabytes of data of 32. But for whatever reason, this iPhone 6S is taking up 29 gigabytes of data, even though I've really stripped these of every app that I don't use. That's literally just kind of all I have. But what's really functional about these is I've kept YouTube Studio, YouTube, Video Leap to edit, Studio to work on the thumbnails, and Instagram just to kind of post content there too. And my iCloud does sync all my photos and videos to all my devices, including these ones still. So they're still functional. I can create, I can use with this, I can create with something else and use it on this. And this camera by itself, the back camera is 4K if you don't remember that. Front camera is kind of but I mean, if this is all you have, this is all you have. What I can do is, not sponsored by DJI, of course not sponsored, you can use the mic system that I'm using here, plug it into this and use it to get better sound. You can have the same kind of lights that I have, or just use lamps, and you can just put this in a mount and you're perfectly fine at being a content creator. This one, of course, is a little bit better than the SE because the screen's a little bit better and it has 3D touch, but for this one it just definitely needs new battery. It's been lacking a little bit. Of course, you know, you're going to get great battery life with this. It's going to like do multiple times over this device. The processing power is really going to be a lot quicker. It's going to process things like very quickly in comparison to this, where you'll just be kind of sitting. Also, that will be killing the battery too, so make sure that you're by a plug, because even if you have a brand new battery, it's a smaller battery. And it's going to be a lot more processing power just to get things done on this older device, even though this still can process and work with 4K. So I'm happy with this. If you, and this is all you have, I'd say you can still work and do what you need to. You can still respond to emails, you can still send texts, use this as a phone, and it is perfectly viable, but just check the battery life and the battery age on any device that you either have maybe in your drawer, or if it's something that you're buying secondhand or from a third-party retailer. So this kind of silly little comparison, if this is all you have, this is perfectly fine. If this is what you're aspiring for, just make sure that you know the difference between the two, because you can still use this in 2023. Of course, this is just the pinnacle of what Apple has to offer in 2023. Anyway, guys, if you have any comments or questions, put it in the comment section below. Don't forget, I'm on Instagram and Threads at M8B9. You can email me at creativenyc2023@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.